Oh yeah, cheese bags. It's that time of the month where we're thanking you very specially and personally. That's right, Cheese Bag Appreciation Hour. Oh, Brogan, who's first on the list today?
Today I would like to thank Andrea Anderson. Thank you, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Thank you for supporting us, and please don't post your address on Twitter. It's like, yeah,
For
we
your
saw that,
safety.
like, for your safety, god damn it. But that's not all. We've got, this may sound like a new cheese bag, but it's not. It's an existing cheese bag. It's Cheese Doodle Mifa. New updated name.
Love
Thanks,
it.
Mifa.
I would like to thank Tristan, the Cheese Bag Supreme.
Ooh, that's a supreme cheese bag there. Very supreme indeed. But do you know who isn't a cheese bag, who needs a cheese bag name? That is Sir Baskin Robbins. Thanks,
You say
Seb.
that, but that's such a good name.
That's right. Let's see. I'm sure there's something to do with cheese. It begins with Seb. I don't know.
I'll let you ponder that while I say thank you to our good friend and pal, Jobith Judgmentalist Bowers.
Now, is that Judgmentalist or Judgmentalist D?
Yeah, because you typed it wrong.
Yeah, that was a typo. Thanks, Judge.
Thank you.
And we've got a new name here. This is our buddy, our pal, Smitty Scoop. Thanks, Smitty.
Woo, Smitty!
Yeah.
And last but most certainly not least, our pal, Mitsula. Hi, Mitzi. Thank you.
Mitzi. How you doing, buddy? Thank you very much. Cheese bags, all, one and all. We should get to the real show. 1, 2, 3, clap. Do you hear that?
Where are we?
I don't know, but I'm scared.
Me too.
That wolf howled twice exactly the same. Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy, Nice Dead podcast. Over there in the home of the spooky Loch Ness Monster, that is Brogan Hastings.
And over there in a country that is a testament to man's arrogance because everything's trying to kill you, it's Wayne Giovinazzi.
Yes, but at this time of year, everything is trying to kill you extra spooky-like. It's not just, there's a spider. It's a ghost of a spider.
Ooh.
Yeah. But ghosts can't kill you. That's what I thought. I thought ghosts couldn't kill you. And then I watched
Women
a
in Black
movie.
would beg to differ.
Woman in Black. What is this like Men in Black? Like they'll just neuralize you and you forget, and like the flash makes you fall down some stairs because you're blinded by the light, and then
I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I just remember that there was a ghost lady and Daniel Radcliffe died.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't know it was a Daniel Radcliffe thing.
Yeah.
You've seen the meme, Daniel Radcliffe, and it's like wearing sunglasses and shit. And it's a cliffside. Yeah. And Daniel Normal Cliff. Yeah. But yeah, movie ghosts can be spooky and can apparently kill you. Mm-hmm. Because I assume you watched it last week. You asked me if I had watched Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
And I now have. Now, this is not to be confused with the 2003 alleged classic starring Eddie Murphy, which was The Haunted Mansion. This drops the and it's just Haunted Mansion.
I can't believe that was 20 years ago. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was still in school. I was 10. But no, this Haunted Mansion, starring Lakeith Stanfield, who I actually really like. Do you know who Lakeith Stanfield is?
I hadn't seen him before. Or if I have, I didn't recognise the name, but I really did like him in this.
Have you seen, it is called, that movie, Sorry to Bother You. Have you seen Sorry to Bother You?
Oh, right. I haven't seen that yet. It's on the list to watch.
In that, yeah. He's also in a show called The Changeling, which just wrapped up season 1, and that's really good. This like spooky vibe kind of show.
Yeah.
But no, Haunted Mansion. Mm-hmm. I talked about, I don't think it made air, it was in bonus content, how I said the Haunted Mansion is like one of my favourite rides. It probably is my favourite dark ride at Disneyland. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, first of all, tell me your thoughts about the Haunted Mansion. Sorry, about Haunted Mansion.
I liked it. I thought it was a good cast. I don't know if I just was so young when I seen The Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy that I'm like, that had a better plot and a better flow. And if I watched it now, I'd be like, I'm reluctant to watch it now because I'm like, I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I feel like I should. But yeah, good cast. A great, like, good special effects and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we've come along. We've come along far enough technology-wise that it does well for this kind of movie.
Yeah. I never watched The Haunted Mansion. 2003 classic starring Eddie Murphy, allegedly. Yep. But I've seen this one, so I don't know how much it references the Haunted Mansion ride and attraction. But this one, there is a shit ton going on, which is great. It was good to be like there's a couple of little, like, oh my god, that's in it. We're trying to keep this spoiler free, I guess. So yeah. Or should I hit the spoiler music?
No, I think we're probably okay. I mean, bearing in mind this film's been out in the cinema and stuff, so.
Yeah, look, I mean, if you're concerned about being spoiled about Haunted Mansion, well, it might get spoiled for you now, and I'm not playing spoiler music, so yeah. That's what you have to deal with during this spooky season we live in. Yeah.
Jump scare spoilers.
Did you hear that? That sounded like a jump scare then. Fucking hell. Wow. But yeah, I don't like Jared Leto in general. That's my problem. Agreed.
But I have to ask, if you didn't know he was in if it didn't say in the fucking credits, would you have known that was Jared Leto?
Yes, because even though he was the Hatbox Ghost, it still kind of looked like his face. At least in that scene. Well, yeah, I've seen Fight Club enough times where he gets his face fucking pulverized. So, yeah.
Because I honestly, I wouldn't. I was like, he looks like the cartoon of the Hatbox Ghost. I'm like, yeah.
What disappointed me most is that they didn't do the head teleporting off of his ghost body, his ghost head off of his ghost body into the ghost hat box, like on the ride.
Oh.
That would have been cool. That would have been a nice little nod.
Yeah.
Look, okay. I think the plot, like the storyline and everything was good. There were a couple of really good moments I liked, a couple of cool lines and shit. But in general, I feel like the script needed just another punch up.
Yeah, just another pass. Over.
Yeah. Just because it's almost there. You can tell what they're trying to do with the jokes. But then I'm like, it is maybe aimed at kids as well. But then you've got kids' movies like Secret Life of Pets and stuff like that, which have the level of comedy is way up there. It's, yeah. And I don't know. I couldn't tell if Owen Wilson, if it was just his character or if he was just sort of like dialing it in. I think it was the character.
I think it was a bit of both.
Because the good thing about his character, and this is spoilery, is that he was kind of a bad guy, I guess, really.
Yeah.
But he wasn't an antagonist, but he was a bit of a con man in his real life. But he was like a nice guy con man kind of thing.
Yeah. I like there's a bit where they get trapped in the mansion and then Owen Wilson's outside. And I genuinely thought, based on the performance, I was like, oh, he's possessed.
Yeah.
and then it turned out he wasn't, and I was like,
no.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. But overall, I wouldn't watch it again, but it has been the best of 3 movies that I've seen in the last 2 days.
Oh.
Keep in mind, I don't often watch movies.
You don't?
No, I find it very hard to pay attention to much of anything.
I know, we're still pestering you to watch Beetlejuice, so...
Are you now, Brogan?
Oh.
Are you pestering me?
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah.
I got really excited there for a second. I thought you were going to turn around and say, guess what I watched?
It was just an excuse to use that dramatic music. That spooky dramatic music. But no, we're talking about Haunted Mansion anyway. So yeah, I wouldn't watch it again. But yeah, I just remembered that like the first 50 minutes of it, I was drawing the title card for the last episode, which is not my finest work. But so I felt like I was kind of missing out a little bit. So it's got that going for it. Like I was listening to it, I knew I was paying attention, but there might have been things on screen that I was missing. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I 100% get the plot.
Plot. Okay. All right. So let me explain something about the plot and the Haunted Mansion lore, right? So the plot of the film is Hatbox Ghost. He's the bad guy. He is the antagonist.
100% got that.
In real life, now this is going deep into the plot. This is talking about reveals, so maybe we should play. No, we're not playing spoiler music, but it is 100% spoilers.
Let me clarify where I'm confused. I'm confused where they go to the house, they leave the house, and then ghosts follow them.
Yep.
Saying come back. I don't get that.
The ghosts, so these souls that the Hatbox Ghost has claimed, they are not bad. They're just people.
Yes.
Right?
Got that.
In the lore of the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, Disney World, it's 999 happy haunts, right? They're not bad guys. They're not evil ghosts or anything, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the ride, it's like, check for hitchhiking ghosts. In case they're following you home, and you go past a mirror and you can see ghosts on the little thing that you're in next to you in the mirror.
Pepper's ghosts.
So no, not Pepper's ghosts, but maybe to a degree. Maybe that's how it is working.
I know that Pepper's ghost is used in that ride. In
the dining hall scene.
Yes.
In the big dancing area. So yeah, that's the idea why they're following them home, but also because in the movie they want help. Right.
So it's bringing them back to. But then why bother them when they're in the mansion?
Because they're happy haunts. You notice they weren't really doing anything bad, except when trying to not be the target of the Hatbox Ghost, like doing his bidding. But like when Lakeith's character, when he does go to the other side, they aren't trying to hurt him. They're not being assholes or anything to him. They want to help him. They're like, don't let him find you here. You should get out of here and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's, I think plot-wise, it was solid.
Yeah, I still feel like that it could have done with another pass just to strengthen that up slightly. Yeah, because I don't think it was obvious that they were asking for help.
Okay, yeah. Well, they weren't necessarily, but it was definitely a way to get them back to the house after they'd left. So there's that. I think there was this is probably kind of spoilery as well, but I think my favorite part, like Lakeith, I think I'm probably going to watch anything he's in now based on watching The Changeling and this. He, by far the best actor in Haunted Mansion, and Jamie fucking Lee Curtis is in that.
Jamie Lee Curtis and Danny DeVito and
Danny
Rosario
DeVito.
Dawson.
Yes, and Owen Wilson.
Fucking God, what's her name that I've totally forgotten?
Yeah, I know, me too.
You know who I mean?
Yep. The medium woman, the other medium woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is her name? Because I really, really like her.
Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish.
Haddish, yes, that's it. Yes.
Tiffany Haddish.
Okay, let me rephrase. I think he gave the best performance.
Yes, okay.
But he was also doing it from a different character perspective than anyone else as well. Yeah. And that brought, I think, my favorite line from the movie was when he's trying to stop the kid. And he's like hanging down the staircase and he says, "We can be miserable together." Yeah, I really, like that whole section, A+. Loved it. No, that was good. Now, before we give our final review, I've just got to say, we've been called out. We've been called out. Who the fuck? Right? Now, this, as you know, we use the coveted, the patented Steve Zahn Moody Octopus scale to review things. And we're being told, look, it's fine that you could say, oh, I know it doesn't apply because Steve Zahn isn't in this. But if he was, what would you rate this film? No, they're saying. No more of that shit. So, boy, have I got news for you. Steve Zahn was in Haunted Mansion. Was he? Yes. Uncredited, mind you. Doesn't appear in the credits. Doesn't appear on IMDb. Who was he in Haunted Mansion? It's actually from a cut scene that didn't make it. So it's on the cutting room floor. That explains why you see where I'm going. You see where I'm going with this? No. It's a workaround. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He was Third dead mouse. Yep. Third dead mouse.
From that scene with the dead mice. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that one got cut, left on the cutting room floor that no one's ever seen, never will.
Yes.
So because Steve Zahn was actually in this film, how would you rate this on the Steve Zahn Moody Octopus scale?
I would rate this squished octopus, which is the middle one.
Oh yes, middle. I forget there's a cheaty one.
There's a cheaty one in the middle.
Yeah, okay. I'll say squished octopus leading to happy. Like, I don't think it falls in the sad octopus.
Yeah, I feel like
sure.
sad octopus is burn it, never see it again. Happy octopus is I would watch it again, and squished octopus is it was fine, but I'm not going to watch it again. Okay,
all right. So this binary scale has been morphed into something else. Yeah. Okay. So the other movie I've watched, it was indeed something that I was never allowed to watch as a child. But that's because it didn't exist. No. It only came out this year, I think. And that was called Deadly Game: The Legacy Murders, starring Jon Voight and others. My God, it is the worst of three movies. Is it? I don't know. I can't decide. It wasn't good. It was like, have you seen?
It doesn't sound good.
There's a movie with a sequel called Escape Room and Escape Room 2. Yeah, I loved those movies. They were pretty good. They were fun. They were But this is trying to be Escape Room meets Saw, and it's just like, it just wasn't good. But Will Sasso was in it, and I like Will Sasso. And I tell you what, Will Sasso is doing his best fucking Penn Jillette impersonation with his voice. If I close my eyes, it sounds like fat Penn Jillette. Yeah. Will Sasso's not a small boy. He's tall. He's larger. Yeah. But that was probably the best part of it was Will Sasso. But no, he really was sounding like Penn. So you should... Yeah. I'll let you hear that later if I can somehow play it over the microphone or something. I know, we'll watch the trailer. That works. But the guy who was in it, I forget his name right now, but Riley from Letterkenny.
Oh!
Yeah, his name is...
We're not doing very good on the names front this episode.
No, we're not. Dylan Playfair. I know his name. I just don't know why I couldn't remember it. Dylan Playfair. But yeah, he was in it, and he was a bit of a red herring at the start. Which I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to do really with the fucking movie. In the end, it became a pointless fucking scene. I think maybe it was not good at all. Yeah, it was. And Jon Voight. Like they say in the movie, they say he is 80, right? No, he is looking every single year of his 84 years on Earth.
Time has not been kind.
No, and I don't know if he actually needed that wheelchair or not.
I mean, he looked old in fucking Lara Croft. And that's what, like 2002, 2004?
2003, I believe.
Are you just saying that because I said 2002 and 4?
No, because it was the song not Thoughtless, Did My Time by Korn is on the soundtrack, and it's on the album Untouchables, which came out in 2002, so it might be 2002, 2003.
You're right for the sequel, which Jon Voight was not in, but he was in the first one. But you're right, Did My Time was the song for the second one, which was 2003.
Yes.
Yeah. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider was 2001. I like those films.
Yeah, they're fine. They're all right.
Chris Barry's in them.
I don't know who that is. Oh, is he the man Tomb Raider?
No, he's Rimmer from Red Dwarf.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Cool.
And he's the butler in the film.
Oh, yeah.
Hillary.
Okay. They're re-releasing like HD updates of like the original Tomb Raider games.
Ooh. I did see this actually. I might get them because I have memories of trying to play it on PC and failing. Like, can I do this now?
The thing is, you can swap between updated graphics and big pointy breast Lara Croft graphics at the push of a button. Oof. And who wouldn't? I've never been interested in Tomb Raider. I've tried
Can
playing.
I stab anyone with Lara Croft's pointy breasts?
That's a... Yeah. That would be the sign of a good game.
If your breasts ain't pointy enough to stab a man, then what even the fuck is the point?
Yeah, what's the point? I mean, it's what a man wants. Stabby, pointy breasts that can kill you.
Yes.
I mean, some men... You know it is spooky. Some men don't want that at all. Some men want Xenia Onatop style. Forget the breasts. It's the power in the legs that can kill you. GoldenEye? You seen GoldenEye? You have not seen the Pierce Brosnan James Bond classic GoldenEye?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
I have not seen any quote-unquote... Well, I was going to say I have not seen any quote-unquote good James Bond films. Casino Royale is probably the only one that's relatively good. But I've seen The World Is Not Enough and the one with the Madonna song that everybody hates.
Yep. Die Another Day.
That's one. I like that song.
Oh, but... no. Talking about scary. My fucking God. Madonna's face.
I haven't seen it in a while.
I mean, it's the same as it was last year. But yeah, I did see another movie between these two. These, so if you got between, I can't lift those. Between these two is this movie, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, how do you do that? How do you get that? So what we're doing right now is trying to straight pointer finger and ring finger, right? My ring finger will not straighten unless my little finger is up as well. It hurts so much. Anyway,
it's not comfortable. I don't recommend doing it.
It's not. No, cheese bags. If you're listening at home, do not. We are trained professionals. Do not try this at home.
I can't do it with my. I can only do it with my right hand. I can't do it with my left.
I wonder if it's related to my mutation.
Fucking mutant freak.
Are you aware of what my mutation is?
Is it the fact that you're a daywalker?
I mean, no. I mean, humans are daywalkers. Humans can walk in the sun.
I mean, do you not get...
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Ginger jokes. Reference. Ginger jokes. Okay, yeah, whatever. But no, I've got some toes that are conjoined. I'm a mutant fish boy.
I mean, my toes grew weird because I always curled them when I was a kid. Yeah.
I would show you now, but that would require putting up my feet. And I'm probably not going to post this on the socials because
we're not giving away
feet
pics for free.
No, exactly.
Fuck that.
I'll put it on the Patreon. There we go. I'll put it on the Patreon. I get
no
for that.
No, special Patreon level. Show us your feet pics.
All right. You reach out directly to me at Wayne Geo on all social medias.
No, get our only feet.
Only feet, yeah. But no, it would be what is considered, I guess, the pointer toe. So you got your big toe, little toe, and ring toe. They're all normal.
Yeah.
But the pointer toe and the fuck you toe, they're joined together. They're webbed.
Gross.
It is. It's not good. But then I look at regular people's feet and their long middle toes. That disgusts me.
Yeah.
So feet.
Yeah. To each their own, but feet.
Yeah. But what's even worse, I'm looking at my feet right now.
Yeah.
And my left foot, those two toes are less joined than the right foot. So on the left foot, it only comes up about halfway between the toes, the join. And on the right foot, it's about 2/3 the way.
I mean, if you're going to talk about this on any episode, this is the episode to do it, because this is gross and creepy.
Exactly. I wouldn't bring it up any other time. But no, look, Dan Aykroyd. I mean, I'm as mutated as Dan Aykroyd.
Does Dan Aykroyd have freaky feet?
He's got the same freaky foot condition, yes.
Good thing you wear shoes. This is why socks and shoes were invented.
See, good thing, he was wearing shoes throughout the whole filming of Ghostbusters 1 and 2 and the subsequent Ghostbusters films he has shown up in.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that would take away from the ghosts. And, you don't want that in a spooky... You don't want it to... you don't want your horror spooky film, especially if it's part comedic. You don't want it to be too true to life. And 2, you don't want it to be spookier than the content of the film by accident.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Professional filmmakers here. We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the third movie. I guess no. Speaking about true to life stuff.
No. Go to the third movie. I am actually fucking desperate to know what this is.
No. We'll get back to it. We'll circle around. But no, talking about true to life in media content that's meant to be entertainment. Have you seen the show or heard of the show Upload?
No.
All right. So it's kind of cyberpunk themed. Mm-hmm. Doesn't look like a cyberpunk world, but the world is very capitalist. The rich prevail. Technology is not where it is right now. It's way beyond what we have, and it's set in the near future. So the basic premise is when you die, you can have your consciousness uploaded, right, to a virtual world.
Yeah, I think I've seen clips of this on TikTok, but it didn't ever tell me what it was.
But it's really the rich who get to do it. Yeah. Right. The latest episode made me quite sad because it is very true, almost where we probably are going to be in the next 5 to 10 years, and that is the housing situation. Yeah. Basically, big apartment complex, but no one people are these people who don't have money. They're not living in separate apartments. It's just like one big open floor plan with beds. And yeah, that's I don't want my entertainment to make it seem too real. No. But yeah, I did see another movie, and you know what? I can't decide. This might be worse than Deadly Game: The Legacy Murders, starring John Voight. What kind of
fucking film have you been watching?
It's funny you say that, Brogan. That you chose the letter B specifically.
Don't do this to me again.
Yeah, it was Beetlejuice.
No!
Yeah.
You've actually seen it?
Yeah. And can I say, my God, after not having seen Beetlejuice, I now know what I was missing out on. And that was nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. The movie was fucking terrible. I hated it. It was not good whatsoever.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm worse off for having seen it.
Why did you hate it so much?
It wasn't a good movie. Simple as that. I mean,
nice
I'm aware it's from
model.
I'm aware that it's from 1988, but yeah, there are other movies from the 80s which are pretty fucking good. But the pacing is terrible.
Right.
The plot isn't great. I didn't know that Beetlejuice was the bad guy, really. I thought he was just like a mischievous bitch, but I didn't know he was like the bad guy. Yeah. And hardly even in it, really. He has way less screen time than Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin and Winona Ryder.
I suppose when you think about it, yeah.
But no, I didn't like it. But there was one thing that really rubbed me the wrong way. So Jeffrey Jones, right? He played the dad in Beetlejuice. He also played, I think it was the school principal in, kid skips school for the day.
Oh, Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller, right? There's a scene in it. Okay, let's work backwards. So this guy, Jeffrey Jones, got in trouble with the police, child pornography.
Yeah.
Right? There's a scene where he almost kisses Winona Ryder on the lips, very close, and then smacks her on the butt. And Winona Ryder is a child at this stage.
Winona Ryder is his daughter in this thing.
Yes.
I don't remember this.
It was like, peck on the face here, and go and get out of here, slap on the butt.
I don't remember this. I didn't know about that creepy stuff. That would probably taint it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I knew that already, it probably made it worse. I mean, I'm sure it was written into the movie, but it sits a little wrong. That's all.
I suppose whenever I think of Beetlejuice, I think of Catherine O'Hara. I must express myself.
Yeah. Catherine O'Hara is great in everything.
She's great in everything.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, great performance. And especially when he's doing the interview bit where it's like, I went to Juilliard. It's like, and I've seen The Extras 187 times, and it keeps getting funnier every time I see it.
Yeah. Now, I haven't seen the musical either, which was penned by Aussie. I've forgotten his name. We're terrible with names today.
Adore the musical. The musical is far superior, and I think I've said this from the start.
So it is Eddie Perfect did the lyrics, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who Shane Warne is? The
I feel
cricketer?
like I should.
He's a cricketer, spin bowler. He died kind of recently, but Eddie Perfect he did Warnie the musical as well.
Oh.
So where he played the lead. But yeah, so the last 15-20 minutes of Beetlejuice where it's all just fucking hectic shit going on, right? It is Beetlejuice hour. If they could replicate that kind of energy in the stage show. And have that taken up most of it, it would be really good.
What I'll say is Beetlejuice is in the musical a lot more than he's in the film. And Alex Brightman as Beetlejuice, chef's kiss.
Yep.
Love him. That man is just so fun. He's like what you were saying with the Keith, where it's like, if Alex Brightman is in something, I'm fucking watching it.
Gonna watch it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think having songs in it, being a musical, it makes it something else as well, I guess.
Yeah, I think there's... Yeah, it's good. It's good. I 100% recommend if you can find a copy. Spoiler alert, I have a copy of the musical. Watch it. But I've got the soundtrack on vinyl. I fucking love this thing.
Yeah.
You know.
But look, the movie, I was enjoying it. Right. Even when I was like, oh my God, that dog just killed 2 people. Like, I was still enjoying it there.
Yeah.
And then when they got home as ghosts, maybe 10 minutes from then, I was just like, nah. And then there was 20 minutes left in the movie, and I do this quite a lot where I'll pick up the remote control and see how long is left in the movie. And when it said 20 minutes, I was like, oh, thank God. Because I could not sit through. If this was like a modern day movie where they're like minimum 2 hours, I would have walked away. I couldn't do it. But I think I discovered why I wasn't allowed to watch it as a child. And it's not because it was a scary movie. It's because of all the shit that Beetlejuice says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not the sexual innuendos and content.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that's it. Now, look, little known fact about Beetlejuice. When Alec Baldwin's character goes to his hardware store to pick up a couple of things, moving plot forward so they could drive home and die. When he goes into when he's going in, the barber next door is talking to him, right? That barber, he actually did have a customer in his barber shop at the time, but you couldn't see him, and he had no speaking roles. The scene was cut. It was Steve Zahn as a child.
No,
yeah, it was true story. Yeah. So I can rightfully use the Steve Zahn Moody Octopus review scale on this, and look, obviously it's a sad octopus. It's a very sad octopus.
Okay, fair enough.
There were things I liked about the movie. I did actually like Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin in it.
Yeah. I like the movie.
Catherine O'Hara.
Oh, Catherine O'Hara, obviously.
Yeah.
But
and look, even Winona Ryder.
The cast is Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
But looking back on it, on the list of Beetlejuice media, which includes the film, the musical, the cartoon, and any other cartoons that Beetlejuice has made an appearance in, which he has, then the movie is actually on the bottom. Now that I think about it, it probably goes, because I say that other cartoons that Beetlejuice has been in, I can only think of one, and that's Teen Titans Go, where they had Alex Brightman voice Beetlejuice in an episode. Because that's appropriate.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably the film, Teen Titans Go, the cartoon, and then the musical, because the musical is top tier.
Okay.
But the cartoon's pretty good.
I know I've seen episodes.
He's less of a dick and more just like mischievous.
Yeah. I mean, now fucking The Mask does it better.
Yes.
Fucking Robin Williams in Aladdin does it better. But it's I think maybe it wasn't hectic enough.
I can see your point.
Yeah.
I can see your point.
Yeah. when I was looking up different actors in the movie, I was like, oh, who played Miss Argentina? Let's look it up. Oh, they're dead now. And that old woman, I know her from something. Better look it up. Oh, no, well, she's obviously dead as well. And who's Otto in this? Who's Otto in this? Let's look. Oh, he's dead as well. Everyone's fucking dead that I was looking up in this movie.
But yeah, 100% watch the musical, because that's far better.
I'll obtain it from you.
Yeah, I feel like you need to see the movie first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Chris, when I told Chris that I'd watched it, he said, oh yeah, totally understood that it's something you would have to have grown up with to probably like it. So yeah. But no, I said the same thing to him. I know what I've been missing out on. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, we forgot. Deadly Game, The Legacy Murders, right? Mm-hmm. There is a scene in it where there's a dead body on a table, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the actress who played the dead body didn't really die in real life. Yeah. But when the dead body was there, it wasn't them, right? It was a stand-in. Mm-hmm. Then the stand-in they used, believe it or not, was Steve Zahn.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can't tell.
He gets around.
Oh yeah, he didn't have any speaking lines because he's a dead body, and you couldn't tell because of all the makeup, like because he was like basically a skeleton. Mm-hmm. So I can actually grade that on the Steve Zahn Moody Octopus scale, and that well and truly I don't know if it's worse than Beetlejuice or not. I really don't.
Wow.
But it is Unhappy Octopus. I can't decide which has been the worst movie I've watched this weekend.
So you've not really had any official Happy Octopus films.
Haunted Mansion, it leans on the happy.
On the happy, but not full Happy Octopus.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about, even though this is the spooky episode, we're going to talk about this because it's more time sensitive, more closer to the release date. The happiness that was observed in media shown into our eyeballs was season 10, episode 1 of Fool Us.
Yes.
And first cab off the rank.
Was it the first act? I didn't. Right, I haven't seen the full episode. I've only seen the clip of this, so I didn't know the order. But oh my god.
Yeah. Yep.
My boy.
Yes.
My sweet boy. My adopted little brother, Moxie Gillette.
Yeah. And it was good. It was good. Funny. There's a point in it when they're doing the first part of their trick and just watching Teller's face.
Just watching both their faces. They are just so fucking proud of Mox. Yeah. It's unbelievable. Now, Mox has been dying to talk about this since Edinburgh because, as you should know the thing, when Mox said, I'm leaving for Edinburgh, he meant he literally drove from the Rio to the airport.
Yes. Yeah.
And that is why Mox turned up 10 minutes before the show.
Like, watching this on Fool Us and knowing what we know, is like, it makes it funnier. It really does.
Yeah. I mean, like, Mox had shown me a clip of Penn seeing him come out. Yeah, because Matt had recorded it, and I'm like,
of course he did.
It's like so he could see it, and I was like that. So I knew that Pep was going to stand up and be like, "Oh my god, you're not in Edinburgh." But I hadn't seen the trick. I hadn't seen anything else. I hadn't even seen the bit where they got up on stage, and I'm just like, "This is so fucking cute." Yeah. Holy shit, they are just so fucking proud of it. But what you might not know, I mean, we recorded my reaction to it. Because both our reactions to it, but you had seen it already.
Reaction, I'd seen it already.
But you'll notice that I was kind of gobsmacked with the trick they're using. Now, what you might not know is that trick was performed by Cammy in the French show.
All right.
So as soon as it started, as soon as Mock said 37, I went, I know this trick. You know, so I was like, that's why I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because Mox didn't tell me what trick he done.
Yep.
So I was like, oh.
Now, are we going to break it down? Maybe we should play spoiler music for this.
We probably should, but I should say before we do anything, I don't know how the trick is done.
Okay. Well, we'll play. I'm gonna hit the spoiler music now. There it is.
There we go.
Spoiler time. Not so spooky, this music, is it? It's good. But no, I mean, I'll talk about what I think, how I think part of it was done. Which is like watching. Okay, so you've seen the trick multiple times then, right?
Yes.
So you might be better off describing the first half of the trick.
Okay, so from the way that Mox performs it, it's he tells Penn, choose odd or even. Penn picks odd. He's like, okay, do not pick 37, because that's my number. It's like, okay, pick a number. So he says, pick a number, don't tell me. Yeah. Mox names a card. Penn, what was your number? Blah, blah, blah. Pulls it out, because there's the whole deck is numbered. Whole deck is numbered.
With Sharpie on the back of the cards.
Yes.
1 through 52.
1 through 52, all the cards are different. Pulls it out, says, okay, you picked 7, I think it was, and holds it up, and it's the card that Mox named previously. Does the same with Teller, except it's even.
Yep.
And
so Teller picks an even number. Moxie says what they think the card is going to be, finds the card in the deck, reveals it to be that card.
Yes. And then says to Penn, pick a card. Penn picks a card. Mox says, right, do you remember what my number was? 37. Finds 37 in the deck. Oh, finds Penn's card in the deck, holds it up, and on the back is 37.
37, yeah.
Yep.
So, that part, Second part, no idea. I can't think of a method that would be for fooling, at least. But for the first part, watching Mox do that for Penn and then revealed the card, I was like, holy fucking shit. That it did blow my mind until watching it again, because that's the thing, isn't it? Never perform the same trick twice.
Yes.
Doing it for Teller, that's when I realized it's Mox was naming the card before finding it in the deck.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter. I assume it doesn't matter what they chose. Mox would have said the same cards. So no matter what. That's the Teller. You've said car 22. I'm gonna say. Wait, how did it go now? Oh yeah, you said 22. I think it's the 9 of diamonds. Now let's find 22 in the pack.
I'm thinking back because, like you say, I've seen this trick performed multiple times with multiple different people choosing numbers. So.
Hey, it's on film, isn't it? It's
on film. I've got 3 versions of it filmed.
Yeah.
I believe it doesn't matter what they pick, that Mox would have said the same thing.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes. But and there was a hint given by Penn when Penn said Mox is skinnier.
Yeah.
So that'll be for the cards are gaffed in some way.
Yeah.
Whether it's what's it called, stripper deck or whatever, something like that. I don't know, strip deck, whatever it is. So yeah. Again, I wouldn't know how to do it. It takes skill to fucking do it.
It's like you say with that line from Piff's book where it's like fold it into a thumb tip.
Yeah, into a thumb
to learn
tip.
the fold. Learn magic.
Learn magic. Yeah. But also, did you see Mox's nails? Yeah. With the card handling with those nails as well. Long pointy things.
Or were they long? I just thought they were black.
No, I think they were like a good centimetre.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember because as someone who's... Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. On the thumb especially.
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
And then you haven't seen any of the rest of it, but the trick at the end that Penn and Teller do, I've seen before. It's
Which
the
trick
mungbean catch.
Oh, I don't know this one.
Where Penn's got the wrist rocket slingshot.
Oh.
You know the trick I'm talking about? Or...
No.
Okay, well, I'll let you... I don't... Obviously, they haven't done it on Fool Us, but it's a bit that I've seen. So that was a surprise.
Yeah. They did have to come up with like 20 bits for this.
Oh, yeah. And there are some bits that they've talked about on ICS, Abracababble, Sunday School, that I want to see.
Yeah.
And speaking of bits in ICS, Mr. Matt Donnelly is coming up. What's up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I thought you were looking at me like, should Wayne not be saying this? I was like, I don't know. He's been saying it.
Well, no, it's not that. It's I'm so far behind on ICS. I thought you were referencing something from ICS, and I was coming up on what? And then I went, oh yeah, fool us.
I'm so far behind on ICS as well myself. They're talking about it being the start of October. That's how far behind I am right now. I'm so far behind that I learned that friend of the show, supporter of the show, what's the name? They've got a new name, Cheese Doodle Mifa almost got blocked by ICS. Because you know how Mifa does the thing every time they'll either comment or retweet, quote, retweet us and do the clapping emoji.
Yeah. They've
been doing that with ICS as well, but with a thumbs down emoji and saying boo. Because that's what Jacob... Are you that far behind? Because Jacob talks about...
August.
Well, okay, all right, wow, you are behind.
Yeah, no, so I'm not joking. Yeah.
With road rage incidents, Jacob will give a thumbs down, and he tells a story how he had his window down and just started booing at the car next to him. So wow. I think that's a great bit by Mifa doing that. But of course, Matt has no recollection of anything about what they talk about, and Matt's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah. So it was a dangerous bit, but it's a good bit.
I don't know if it's. I think for a one-time bit, yeah. But I could totally see that's a bit that can almost did go very, very, very wrong.
Yeah. Because people have been banned by ICS.
Oh, 100%. 100%. My worry with that is that I would give...
Blocked is the word.
I would give... my worry is that I would give Matt a complex.
Matt, look, what's
Matt
one
is
more
a sensitive
complex?
Boy.
What is one more complex for Sweet Maddie D?
I don't want to be the cause of Matt, of any distress for our beloved Sweet Matty D.
Yep.
He deserves better than that.
I'm so far behind on Ice Cream Social. I sent in I almost called it a cheese bag mail. See how I've done a full 180 on that?
You
a
have.
scoop mail. I sent in a scoop mail, and I had to preface it with referencing episode 1048. Sorry if this has already been brought up by other people, but I'm catching up. So yeah, that doesn't happen very often for me. But because I'm not working, I don't have the same drive time for listening to podcasts.
Everything. My entire life is a bit of a mess at the moment.
Yeah.
So I've listened to nothing. I barely listen to our own episodes.
Yeah.
And by which
you know what we talk about.
Not even for that. I only do it for a practical sense of turn this music down or you have left in a huge fucking space.
But that brings us back to One Brain at least, where I can't even remember what it was now that I had to turn down. Was it in the bonus content or something? No, that was last episode, the fashion show.
Yeah.
Music. Yeah, like I knew that it was wrong and you picked it up as well. So One Brain, huzzah.
One Brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Life. Hey. Yep. Gets in the way of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely focusing more on our own podcast, I guess, is troublesome. Trying to listen, I feel bad that I'm so far behind on other podcasts, let alone ICS. Mm-hmm. But again, referencing Mifa, let's see here somewhere. Here we go. And I think they said it right, because it's how I feel with Ice Cream Socials. Mifa said on Twitter, "Today I forgot my earbuds at home. I didn't realize how much having podcasts playing through the workday makes me so happy and makes work more bearable. If your favorite podcasts have a Patreon, back them and show them support. My favorite podcast is Hey Scoops, and I support them." And it's like, yeah, even though I'm not keeping up like I would normally, like day of, or at least week of, I'm still happy for that little bit of coin going their way.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And I'm at a position where it's not actually costing me anything.
Because yours comes straight off your...
It comes off my not so good at this Patreon, yeah. So I've got that benefit as well, thankfully. But if that ended, I would have to end my ice cream social Patreon, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Our podcast dads. Yep. They're our dads. We shouldn't be paying
They are
our dads. Yeah.
But we're happy to. We love and support our dads.
Yeah, that's right. Magic. This is kind of spooky. You know what's spooky?
Are we not? Yeah, okay.
Do you know what's spooky?
What's spooky?
What would be the spookiest thing in the night sky? You know, it could be large and glowy, especially when it's full.
Moon?
Yes, I'm glad you picked that up from those hints. I'm glad you didn't say aliens, because they're pretty spooky as well.
Yeah.
Yes, the moon. Have you seen what David Copperfield is going to be doing?
He's going to steal the moon.
Fuck. I mean...
David, an eclipse isn't a magic trick.
Is that when the eclipse is?
I don't know. That's just what I thought it was.
If it is, because the whole thing, right? Let's see if it comes up. Yes, it did. I just Googled David Copperfield save. So it's a collaboration. So I'm thinking maybe it's just a bit for charity, right? It's David Copperfield to collaborate with Save the Children on his largest illusion ever, where he is going to make the moon disappear. My first thought was, David, my boy, have you been listening to Hobo Johnson? Because here's a song, Hobo Johnson and the Lovemates, they have a song. The lines are, they sell water, soon enough they'll sell air. They sell dirt and no one even cares. Someday someone will buy the whole fucking moon and charge to change the tides. Right?
Wow.
Is that his plan? He wants to steal the moon so he can control the tides?
I don't know. I mean, I think you're right with the collaboration thing, because I've seen that Harrison posted about it and he's working on it.
Okay, I don't know for sure. This is his quote. If one person can make the moon disappear from the night sky, imagine how we together can make poverty, hunger, and danger disappear for children on Earth. Cool, David. I don't really know your bankroll, but according to some internet website, it's saying you're worth $1 billion. $1 billion. You could do a fucking lot with that money, rather than a fucking curated magic museum for children of Earth.
David, you have an island and a plane.
Yeah.
I barely can afford a plane ticket.
I live on a fucking island. Island continent, to be fair. I don't know. It's like... I understand. Even as a bit, it's going to be... Brogan. Brogan's gone. Where has Brogan has just disappeared. Hang on. I'm going to go try and find Brogan. In the meantime, let's go over to our sister podcast, the Murder Party podcast. Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Murder Party podcast. It's spooky season, so we're focusing on the spookiness of the Murder Party murders. You're wondering, what could be spookier than a murder at a party? Well, what if that murder was supernatural? That'd be pretty cool. But this murder is not supernatural whatsoever, because the supernatural is not real, it doesn't exist. And that is why here on the Murder Party podcast, we won't succumb to these spooky episodes that your other favourite podcasts do. That's right, because people are the real monsters.
True fucking facts.
Holy shit, you made it back. Where the hell did you go? You just disappeared, Brogan.
I know. I went into the void.
You went into the void. When I noticed you were gone, it's like everything around me went black, and like I went to sleep and then woke up, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like in a big library, and I was sitting in like a big comfy chair, and sitting across from me, get this, Werner fucking Herzog.
Werner
Herzog. Werner, yeah, and he was talking to me as if I was like doing an interview with him.
Wow.
And I've since researched this, and it's an actual interview that is done. But it was like he was talking to me directly, and he says that he was saying that he doesn't dream anymore.
Oh my god, I've seen this.
Yeah. And he's like, I feel the absence of dreams like a void in the morning. The last dream, which was more than a year ago, I had dreamt I had a sandwich for lunch.
Such a beige dream.
That is the beigest dream of all beige dreams. All right. And then out of nowhere, I come back and I hear like the end of Murder Party podcast talking about people being the actual monsters or something like that. My God. So yeah, moon vanish. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it at all. I mean, the biggest giveaway that he didn't actually vanish the moon is that the tides are not going to suddenly engulf every single coast. Or it'd be the other way. The tides would... because when the moon is there, the gravitation pulls the... No, because at nighttime, the tides come in. I don't know. Either way,
I don't know.
We would see something funny going on with the fucking ocean, David.
Well, exactly.
Have you seen the promo video for it? It's him walking on the moon.
Oh, God, of course it is.
I mean, I watched a lot of David Copperfield specials, and a long time ago now, maybe a decade or so, he was coming to Australia. And was tempted to go a little bit, but no. In Vegas, maybe one day. Maybe one day in Vegas.
I'm thinking maybe next trip. But yeah, I don't know. It's always one that it's like it has to. I won't cancel other things to see David Copperfield.
Yeah, exactly. I guarantee it will be a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be a Penn and Teller off day because if the option is Penn and Teller or Copperfield.
There has to be no P&T.
I'm gonna see my boy.
There has to be no piff. I guess Max during the day, in the afternoon.
Yeah. Mac's in a great position because you can go and see Mac and any other show.
yeah, exactly. It's good like that. Not that I've seen Mac since 2018. Far out.
Really?
Yeah, I've only seen him that one time.
Wow.
So it's been long enough to see him again, I guess. And who knows? Maybe the Mind Noodler might have a show on the strip at the time. That'd be kind of cool.
We can only hope.
Yeah, only hope. Yep. How are we doing for time? Okay, we're about an hour, so we can probably start to wrap things up if we wanted to. Are we doing a second episode this week, or are we going to rely on our bank?
We'll take a break. And
we'll take a break,
and
we'll discuss. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, there was some spooky stuff going on, I guess. Like, nothing overly spooky. Nothing too spooky.
Yeah, I was going to watch a whole load of spooky films, and then I didn't. But I've been thinking a lot about spooky films.
Okay.
Specifically Theatre of Blood and Quatermass Experiment. I feel like I've talked about Theatre of Blood before, but it's a Vincent Price film.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like, for its time, which was like 1973, like, star-studded cast. Like, holy shit, like the Marvel films at that time, as far as I know. But like, you've got Diana Rigg, who people probably know from like Game of Thrones nowadays, but
they sure do.
Diana Rigg
I don't count as people. There's no point telling me.
But like Ian Hendry, Michael Hordon used to do the voice for the Paddington Bear cartoons. Jack Hawkins, Arthur Lowe, Eric Sykes, like, you know, A+ cast. And I'm like, I've just been thinking a lot about it because I fucking love that film. But the Quatermass as well, Quatermass in the Pit, which
those are words, I think.
Quatermass in the Pit. I haven't seen Quatermass in the Pit for a very long time, but I really want to watch it again. But Quatermass was a TV show, and I wish I could remember what it was. What was his first name?
Mr.
No,
King.
Bernard. Professor Bernard Quatermass of the British Experimental Rocket Group.
Professor. We can add Professor to Jim's titles.
We can.
King Lord Mr. Professor Doctor.
King Lord Mr. Professor Doctor Uncle.
Yes, Uncle. Jimothy Marsicle.
Yep.
Bartholomew Esquire II.
Did we get King Lord Mr. Doctor Uncle Jimothy? I don't know. We need
too many.
We need to see it. It's one of these things
we
need to see
needs
it
to
written
slow down.
Yeah.
Stop it with your accomplishments.
Yeah. But I've been thinking
though an uncle is not really his accomplishment, it's more of his sibling's accomplishment, I guess.
Very true.
Or sibling-in-law. I don't know the details.
No, it's his sister.
Okay. Cool.
But I'm also thinking about Hellraiser. a lot.
Oh, yes.
Because I fucking love the Hellraiser films.
Okay, yeah. Which is surprising, a little.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
I don't know, just the whole Feasts of the Flesh.
I'm fascinated by it because they're not evil. They're not.
Yeah, no, but they're define evil. I mean, they're doing things for themselves.
Well, that's
against people's will, unless opening a box is like.
Specifically, if you look at the second film, right? So by the second film, they get I can't remember exactly who it was, but people were getting this young girl to open the box so they could benefit from it, but she would face the consequences because she's the one that opened the box. She isn't innocent. They're like, no, not you. You. The guys who made her open the box are the ones that suffer. So they are very specific about that.
But they knew what they were doing. In other, they knew why they were opening the box, and they knew that there was consequences. There are people who open the box that don't know there are consequences. That's true, but it depends. Depends
if they're innocent or not, because there are again, they don't touch kids with. Now, one of the Cenobites was a boy when he turned into a Cenobite, but I think it was like. If I remember right, it's like one of these tortured cats kind of kids. Okay, yeah. But there's certainly a Hellraiser comic where a girl opens a box and they're like, she's like, her dad's abusing her basically. Yeah, yeah. And they're like, nah. We go and take him. We taking him because you're an innocent and all this kind of thing. It's because that's always been my biggest problem is that the unaware people who open the box and then are chased by the Cenobites. Cenobites. The Cenobuns. Yeah. It's the same problem I have with the Santa Claus. Keeping it spooky, the Santa Claus. Oh, yeah. Just because you put on the fucking suit doesn't mean you're agreeing to be Santa Claus. It's like one of these things when you walk into an area, like it says, there is filming going on today. Just by entering, you agree to be on film. Well, there's that as well, and if we're sticking with the Santa Claus thing, we'll go back to Hellraiser in a second, but sticking with the Santa Claus thing, in the second one, they say that happiness is up 400%. How bad was the Santa Claus that fell off the roof? Yeah, right? You know, they were really happy when a new Santa Claus turned up. So, back to the Cenobites. The people that get chased, they are not good people. Okay. It's been a long time since I've seen a Hellraiser. It's generally accepted that the people who get the box, who open the box, who suffer the consequences, are not good people. Okay. It's kind of why I'm fascinated by the third one as well, because although technically the third one is not a good film, there is a point where the Pinhead is separated from his former human self. Mm-hmm. So they both exist at the same time. Yeah. And if you just watch that, you're like, oh, he's not a bad guy. If you know the background, no, he's a fucking bad guy. He's a fucking bad guy. He committed war crimes. Oh, is that all? War crimes. Pish posh. But he's very pretty. I've never been to war. He's pretty. I don't know. I don't know who the actor is, actually. Yeah. But there's that, and there's also, have you ever seen Wishmaster? I don't know. I may have not. Wishmaster is, like, it feels stupid. It feels like a B movie, but at the same time, again, I'm completely fascinated by it. Because, so the way this works is, if you release there's a genie. If you release the genie, you get 3 wishes. As you do. The genie can grant a wish to anybody else as well. But he'll only be released once the third wish of the person who released him is complete. But he gains power by granting other people's wishes. But, you know, it's a genie. So it's like, you know. A dick. Yeah, completely. I think he ends up, but there's also other stars in it, like Robert Englund, who's... Oh, Freddy. Yeah, exactly. And Reggie Bannister, who's in Phantasm. Mm. But it's a good film. I'm quite fascinated. I'm fascinated by a lot of horror stuff, you know, especially the lore of horror. Yeah. You know?
Are you going to watch Five Nights at Freddy's?
I am.
Yeah, I think it's available now. Like, not just at the theaters, but like on
streaming
or something. Yeah.
Oh.
Same day of.
I'll have to look. But I did see it was in the cinema, and I did think about going to see it.
Yeah, I saw Nort went to see it and went in all dressed up as security guard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever done that before for a movie. Then I remembered Evil Dead. And yeah, so there we go.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever dressed up for a film, to be honest, but I genuinely don't know.
Brogan, I don't mean to like concern you at all, but there was something moving behind you on the shelf. I think it was the Mr. Piffles?
Oh yeah, the Mr. Piffles is haunted.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, just keep an eye on him. If I'm not saying he has, but if he's eaten any form of human blood before, he may have the taste for blood. So just watch your back, okay?
Oh, I bled on him a lot. I cut my finger and picked him up, and that was maybe bad.
Oh shit. My Mr. Piffles is right there as well. You can't see him because it's behind that. You see that weird thing, that giant thing covered in blood that says keep out, and it's got the handprints on it? I mean, it's kind of ominous, but he's behind that right now. But I did cut myself as well. Like when I picked up a sharp knife, and I did pick him up afterwards. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll be careful. We'll just...
Yeah, completely.
I'll watch your Mr. Piffles, and you... Hang on, there we go. You see him poking out? You see him poking out? Yeah, just keep an eye on him, okay?
Yours looks like... Yours has a slightly more squished face than mine.
It does.
It does.
Shut up. Don't make fun of the Mr. Piffles. I'm going to get through this recording alive, please. Right. End of the episode stuff. So we mentioned it a bit today. People supporting us, we are very grateful. Even at the top of this episode, we were thanking the cheese bags to support us at a level where they'll have their name read out. And look, if you would like that, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/nicepodbud. Take a look. There's a few different levels. So there's even one where we'll send you shit. And in this bonus content for this episode, we describe what we're sending. So, I mean, that doesn't help you if you're not a patron because you don't get to listen to the bonus episode. So, I don't know. Work that logic out. Yeah. But, yeah, every month we'll send those people an envelope, 1 month from Brogan, 1 month from me, with goodies in it, you know?
Yeah.
So stuff like that. But look, if you can't support us financially, we understand. That's okay. You can't support all of your favorite podcasts financially. I can't support all my favorite podcasts financially. I can barely support this podcast financially.
Very true.
But look, just listening every week is great. And if you were to share your listening experience with people you know, friends, maybe even family, and they start listening, that's great because we want to grow the cheese bags. But you can also reach out to us by sending us an email. You're watching that Mr. Piffles, aren't you? You're just staring at it. I haven't been watching yours, and I think yours has moved some. I can't remember because I wasn't watching. I was trying to like reference my script here. Yeah, where were we? But you can contact us by email and send us things like art crimes. We've received several things from several people. Some I don't know if we'll make it to air or not. But yeah, admin at nicepodbud.com or nicepodbud.com. There's a contact form that you can reach us through on our website. But you can also contact us on Brogan.
He's getting closer, Wayne.
Fucking hell. Look. I can't see him because I'm reading my script and I can't look at yours to make sure that yours isn't getting closer to you. Okay?
Yours is definitely getting closer.
Fuck. No, yeah, I think yours must be as well because I don't... He wasn't on the windowsill before, was he? He was on the shelf behind you, yeah? Yeah.
I'm just scared to turn around.
I'm going to try and get through this real quick, okay? All right, so, yeah, you can reach out to us at NicePodBud on all social media, including, like, that blue sky thing. Well, Brogan, turn around! Don't... Okay, it's fine.
I don't want to move. I don't want to move.
It's okay. He's not getting closer. We'll see how long that keeps up with the blue sky and shit. There seems to be people. They seem to be talking, interacting. It's good. But you can also support Brogan directly by going to 7billionneedles.com. You can even talk to them directly on social medias at 7billionneedles.
And you can speak to Wayne at Wayne Geo.
Yep,
on
and
all
you can
the
support
things.
Me. You can find out where to support me. You do that yourself. We got other things to deal with right now. Anyway, we gotta go. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
As always, stay fresh, cheese bags.